Hope that you're having a great start to your day so far. 6:18 a.m. right here. Time to see what the headlines are saying this morning. Please note that these headlines are only read as published according to the guidelines of these various media outlets and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in your reactions, you have all the facts, the details, and every information that you need. This morning, we'll be going through the Punch, the Daily Trust, the Nation, the Vanguard, and the Guardian. Let's get started with the Punch right now. It's got this major headline. Marketers predict cheaper petrol nationwide as Dangote begins Naira sale. Refinery slashes loading cost to 865 Naira after Naira for crude deal. Fuel depot prices to fall. Well, fingers crossed on that, hoping that it is as cheap can be. Federal government alert. 30 states rush to avert flood crisis. Federal character. Controversy over Tinubu's appointment widens. Ambassadorial list ready for National Assembly review after DSS clearance. Lynched travelers. Federal government Itodo raise joint probe panel. Kano delegation arrives Benin. P-Man falls. NBC ban on Idris Abdul Karim's anti-Tinubu song. Police recover 21 AK-47 rifles. Rescue 17 kidnapped victims. Truck driver arrested for killing Ogun Poly student. That's it on the front page of The Punch.
Now let's take a quick look at the front page of the Vanguard newspapers. A cover story here on the Vanguard says, Oromi, FG, Edo set up fact-finding committee as Kano deputy governor visits. Dangote refinery reduces ex-depot petrol price to 865 Naira per litre. 8 discos fined 628 million Naira for overbilling on metered customers. Senator Tofo Womo tackles Ondo PDP leaders over crisis. 2027 Southeast elders root for Tinubu's re-election. Again, armed herdsmen kill 3 in Benue community. APC Adeleke trade words over use of Tinubu Adeleke billboard. LP crisis, Arabambi explains why Lamidi Papa took over Labour Party. Alleged assassination plot, Akpabio petitions IG, demands Natasha's prosecution. And finally, on the Vanguard newspapers, I left office with same physical assets I had before my presidency, says Buhari. These are many more headlines you'd find on the Vanguard newspapers this morning.
Let's move on now to the Daily Trust. Tinubu's appointments. Presidency defense backfires, retracts published list. 2024 flood victims still stranded as federal government issues fresh alert. The writers right here say Bonu, Jigawa, Adamawa, Zamfara, 26 others at risk in 2025, according to the minister. 1,249 communities in 176 local government areas to be affected. 2 weeks after FCT teachers, area council workers remain on strike. APC shots headquarters as abducted director dies in captivity. Many fear dead as passenger boat capsizes in Niger. These and many more on the front page of the Daily Trust.
And on the Guardian newspapers, a cover story here says Dangote slashes petrol price to 865 Naira per litre. Yobe will reintegrate ex-Boko Haram members, says governor. Court strikes out Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion Naira suit against the federal government. Pay as you go, the making of a daily tuition fee model in Abuja. You find details of that story on the Guardian newspapers. And finally, on the Guardian, on 68th birthday, Tinubu Itodo celebrate Dangote's business acumen and philanthropy.
Our final stop this morning is The Nation. It's got this headline: Minister woos French investors with Nigeria's pro-business reforms. Tinubu Abiodun hails business tycoon Dangote at 68. Nigeria to tap into economic promise of space, says minister. First Lady restates commitments to reducing maternal child mortality. Reps to amend Customs Act for Controller General's 4-year tenure. Federal government's wake-up call on 30 states brace for heavy rains, floods. Akpabio petitions IG of police over assassination allegation by Senator Natasha. These and many more on The Nation this morning. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation.
The numbers to call are 0700-951-0000, 0809-597-4869. The WhatsApp number is 080-999-30137.
Exciting and stimulating talk. Nigeria Info, the number one for talk. This is Morning Crossfire.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Connection established.
Thanks so much for staying tuned. It is 6:29 right here. Time to get to your reactions right now. Don't forget that you can send voice notes. 90 seconds is the timeline. 208099930137. You would also have 90 seconds to share your thoughts. If you can do it lesser than that, works for us as well. Let's get to the phone lines right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Morning, Gabriella.
You're welcome.
I greeted over Gabriella House in Munisi, Madam Kara, and very agreed. Tomatoes calling from Niger City. They start each headers in those Tinubu. It's a good one. But when we are suffering from insecurity, bad road, where are they? West of City, where are they? They are starting again. I think everybody should speak for himself. One person does not belong to father of public, only belong the father of your family. President telling us that they are sorry for the appointment. That tribe or religion does not mean leadership. If you like.
Well, the apology was not for the appointment. It was for the typo, the mistake in the list that was initially released, which had to be retracted.
The Itodo.
Yes.
If you like, appoint yourself, your son. All what we need is good governance, sincerity. That's it. We doesn't really care from anywhere you appoint. It doesn't make any sense. Understand? All what we need, who will deliver. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Now, the concern around appointing family members, the report a couple of days ago was for the president to appoint his son as a minister just to make things more official than they are right now. Would Nigerians be comfortable with that? Let's hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, the angelic Gabriella.
You're welcome.
Sir.
My name is Abakar. Thank you. My name is Abakar Kolenyu from Gwagwalada. I greet all the callers and the esteemed listener of Nigeria Info. Please, I'm appealing passionately to the governor of Niger State and all the federal lawmakers who are from Niger State. They should form synergy and collaboration to procure more fast boats for the Riverine community. It's possible they can afford it, so that this recurring ugly incident of boat mishap that is claiming lives of ordinary Niger State citizens, most especially those who are Riverine communities. Please, and Buhari is saying that he led power with the same asset he came to power with. It's not about personal asset. It's about legacy. What legacy did the Buhari leave behind after serving for 8 years? The current leadership role that he's supposed to play as elder statesman, is he playing? Has he withdrawn to his cocoon? Why is Buhari not attending international leadership summit across the globe so that he become among the international leaders, not former Nigeria president? And they are calling on IG to prosecute Natasha on allegation of assassination plot on Akpabio. The same IG should prosecute the Senate president on allegation of sexual assault. It will balance the equation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
This is Charles speaking.
Go ahead.
I bet make the tell NBC. We make a meeting to NCA or Radio Nigeria. Say that Idris meeting. May I just display here now? So make the warriors. They should look, if they know their work, they should look for work. Not the Idris Abukari music. I just listen to the music now. It is only maybe those who are in the villages, but anybody who has access to internet. We don't have the song 2 days now. Even after the song, I just use the cash crew. And I also want the government that these Fulani investors who are on rampage from Plateau to Benue, to Enugu, to Ondo, that this same energy they are using to tackle the issue that happened in Uromi, they should use that energy. What is good for Bala is also good for Bulu. Have a great day.
All right.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Itodo. Good morning, Nigerian for family. Good morning, Gabriella.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm very good, very well this morning. Don't ask me to take coffee. I've taken already.
All right.
I remember
All right.
Mustafa Bakar Ali, aka Dan Alibabang Ali. I'm calling from PW Kubwa. Itodo.
Yes.
Isn't this a dangerous recklessness from the presidency, from one of the appointee of the presidency, to make an attempt to defend the nepotistic political appointment of Mr. President? It is something that is on the public glare. It is the same thing like trying to defend the administration. You cannot defend this my administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu without looking insensitive, without looking careless, without looking, I don't want to use the words too. You understand what I'm saying? So that is how it is. It is lopsided. And do you know what? Nobody would have bothered if the man is taking us better than when Buhari left. But he's taking us even worse. And that is why everybody is complaining. Appoint everybody from Bodilon Street, Lagos, and make Nigeria better. Nobody will even want to know where they come from. The reason why everybody is complaining of the lopsidedness of this is because the things are getting from bad to worse. Your 30,000 naira last year by this time is not worth up to 10 or 15,000. So that is the problem. And for Dangote, well, we said it is the crude to naira to crude that is affecting it now, that is making the price come down. Some people will argue, or somebody argued yesterday, that it is the same amount. For instance, if they tell you crude, for instance, 1 barrel is $1, and they say, okay, pay 1,005, which is almost the equivalent of the $1. Is it not the same thing? I say it's not the same thing. The cost of going to source for the dollar to pay is not the same with the cost and energy we use to source for naira, isn't it? I don't know if I'm making sense. So it means our dollar, the dollar that would have been used to import other pharmaceutical and other machineries, is the same dollar that Dangote would have used to go and buy that crude. So now that is using naira, is easing the tension of the dollar against the naira. It's a very simple mathematical thing.
Right.
So you cannot defend what you cannot defend. Almost from that subsidy is gone, Mr. President, all they do tangala. Up to now, Nigeria never balanced. Thank you very much for a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's take some messages right now, shall we? Going on to the live feed. You can check it out on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Hafsat Moazu on YouTube says, good morning. Thank you for the compliment. Chinonso Akuriene says, watching live from Enugu State, now back in Abuja. Where exactly are you? Is it Enugu, Abuja? We're not sure. But I want to say hello to the family, Abubakar, Mrs. Omeza, Dr. Umar Lebara, Obasanjo, and to both of us right here. Wish you a happy weekend. Oh, yeah, it's Friday, right? Oh, I
How
forgot.
could you forget?
Thank God it's Friday. Let's go on to Facebook.
On Facebook, Mazu John Lasisi from Bury says, petrol pump price may come down. What do you expect when the man carry was removed? Let it come down speedily. One-sided appointment by the presidency is now the public. It's now that the public can talk. For 8 years under the last administration, we suffered the same fate. Chukwugozie Ono from Madula in Niger State says, why is Buhari deceiving himself? Bandits killing is going on in the country. Good morning, Hafsat. Olga Robert says is watching live from Zing, local government area of Taraba State. Thank you for watching all the way from Taraba. Clems says Fabio should leave Natasha alone and concentrate on how to provide good governance to Nigeria to better the lives of the citizens. That was why he was elected. He should know that Senator Natasha is a woman. What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Dr. Mrs. Uma Olebara from Owerri says, killings hither and thither. Every new day comes with heartbreaking news. Insecurity is man's worst enemy. Nigerians can no longer go to bed with two eyes closed. Let the government be proactive and rise up to its basic responsibility of protecting lives and property. We can't continue living in fear and uncertainty. Josiah Oba says, my condolences to the loss of another life in Nigeria. Happy birthday to a business mogul. Congratulations, Alhaji Dangote. Another set of rehabilitation for repented bandits. Is what Josiah says.
Okay, let's go on to WhatsApp. Take some of the voice notes at this time. You can send yours to 080-999-30137. We're going through the headlines and getting your reactions to them. You can also watch live on YouTube and Facebook and catch up at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning.
Good morning, Nigeria Info. This is Danjuma Igu, aka Babara Isa from Sabahuse. My contribution this morning is going to dwell on governance in this country. If governance is all about the people, then we must endeavor to strengthen the internal mechanism in the leadership recruitment exercise. If the 25% of Nigeria national budget is allocated to the service of federal legislators, the question we need to ask ourselves is that what is the total cost of governance in this country? Have a nice day.
Good morning, Nigeria Info. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Shehu Mohammed and I'm recording from Jabi. I want to talk about the headline that said the Senate President accused Senator Natasha of assassination and reported to the high gym. I think these are so incompetent in the side of the Senate President, and then the whole Nigeria are watching how the whole scenario will end between Natasha and the Senate President. The drama is getting tougher, and the drama is getting interesting. So my take is that I think I'm ashamed of the Senate President.
Good morning to Gabriella and Dickin Itodo, the Agaba Idon one and only. My name is Salasi, sending this voice right now from Kaduna. I want to talk about the insecurity. The victim dies in the hands of kidnapper in Abuja. You can see. And, the other way you hear of rehabilitating this Boko Haram, you are like your best state. I don't get it. Rehabilitating these criminals, why they are still killing people every day. I think was it day before yesterday, Borno State Governor was saying that they also local government in Borno. He said they are losing ground on Borno in Borno State, and at the same time you hear people saying they are rehabilitating. I don't get it. I don't get the logic. What is the meaning of all this? That is why this insecurity won't stop. It's the way I'm seeing this thing, some people are making money, some people are making blood money due to this insecurity. I will conclude by saying, today victims are yesterday survivor. Tomorrow victims are today. It could be anyone out there. We are urging them. They should reject. The killings is too much. We don't want to hear that. Nagodi.
Good morning, Deacon Itodo and Deaconess Gabriella. God bless both of you. God bless Nigeria. Public complain about one-sided appointment by the current administration. Even though I'm not in support of that, it is now the public can raise a sledgehammer against the presidency under the regime of President Buhari for 8 years. No public outcry. You can see the hypocrite of people.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. But a lot of people spoke against the appointments during the last administration as well. People were really vocal as to the fact that it seemed at the time that only people from a certain part of the country were being appointed into what they tag the choicest positions, ministries in the country. So it's not the first time that we are hearing complaints like this. And the fact that the initial list that was released, a name was missing, which is Femi Gbajabiamile's name. name. Somebody pointed that out to the president's spokesperson, and he apologized for it and had to retract that particular list, saying that they'll release an updated version of it. So we would wait and see what the version is. But it had a breakdown as to everyone who was or who is in this administration from different geopolitical zones, and they're trying to downplay or maybe give an explanation to what Senator Ali Ndume pointed out, that, hey, listen, look at the numbers of people who were elected or appointed, more like it, appointed is the word, from each geopolitical zone, and it doesn't seem like it's a lopsided appointment.